everyone. I'm Teresa Younkin. I'm founder and CEO of Mosaic Life. It's an AI wellness driven app. I'm also a health informaticist. You find me here every week talking about AI, fire, and healthcare. Right now, healthcare is evolving rapidly, and AI really is causing this big revolution. So let's talk about how AI is transforming risk stratification in our value based care models. There was a recent study done in Europe. They did a meta analysis of these machine learning algorithms. So, what's the first thing that you do when you start? The first thing that you do when you're going to enter into any kind of value based care arrangement is you're going to be looking at your high risk populations. Now, the old ways that doing risk stratification are good, believe me, but AI models are better. And a recent meta analysis of machine learning models, they found that those machine learning algorithms outperform traditional methods. And they used a C statistic measure of discrimination. I'm not going to go into depth about what that means statistically or the statistical regression or even how you calculate it. It's just a measure of being able to discriminate one population from another. What they ended up doing was looking at risk scores for cardiovascular events, and particularly it was the atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. So that is ASCVD in clinical terms. The difference between that C statistic measure of discrimination, the AI model scored a 0.773 and the traditional model scored a 0.759. And it feels like a very small difference. But when you sit down and you apply lives to that difference, we're talking about thousands of people that could potentially be saved through earlier interventions. The second thing that you're going to do is to look at your predictive AI models in action, right? Where that's taking a peek under the hood, looking at that engine. Now, imagine a model that not just considers your lab values, it's looking at lifestyle, it's looking at social determinants of health or social drivers of health. It's looking, they're looking at genetic predispositions. That's where AI comes in, and that's where it's very, very powerful. This one study had 735 different variables that it looked at to predict a 12-year cardiovascular risk. I mean, right now we're good at prognosticating maybe 3 years out. Think about 12 years out because you've got such detailed data. You can get down to a very granular level. And when there's no more kind of trial and errors because we have more data, we're better at pinpointing those particular factors that can have an effect and really start to point to personalized risk assessment. Number three, what's the fuel we're going to use to keep this going? It's going to be fire. Fire will always fuel your AI engines. Why? Because when fire works its magic, it standardizes data. When you standardize data, you are actually able to use more diverse pools of data that allow you to have a greater insight into your populations. Just by creating that common language and data exchange, FHIR allows those AI models to really seamlessly integrate a lot of information from those diverse sources. Standardization is crucial for developing a good, robust, generalizable predictive model. The future of population health management is here. It's being powered by AI and it's being fueled by interoperable data. As you sit down and you start thinking about your value-based care arrangements, are you ready to start to embrace this technology? If you're ready to have conversation, I'd encourage you to click on my calendar link, grab 15 minutes on my calendar. Let's have a discussion about what you're thinking and where you want to go. Because this will take planning, it's going to take effort, it's going to take energy and some expertise. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you again here next week where we're going to continue talking about FHIR, AI, and value-based care models.